Hello. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is the first video in the series of exam techniques for Edexcel A-level business students. Exam techniques are a very important skill you need to master in order to do well in your A-levels. This video will focus on the 4-mark Edexcel business question. I'd like to encourage you to like and subscribe so you're aware of when the 8, 10 and 20 mark videos are released. 4-mark questions are found in paper 1 and paper 2. They aren't in paper 3. In paper 1, there will be 4-mark questions that you need to answer. Likewise for paper 2. They're likely to be found at the beginning of each section. So you'll find 2 at the beginning of section A and 2 at the beginning of section B. Now, the 4 markers typically use the following command words. You need to be able to calculate, construct or draw, or explain. The explain and calculate questions occur more frequently in paper 1 and 2, but it's worthwhile letting you know about the draw or construct 4 markers as well. This will enable you to maximize marks if they do occur. You are going to be assessed on your quantitative skills, so you do need to know how to calculate. The 4 marker, when asked to calculate, you might be asked to calculate the income elasticity of demand, the average rate of return, the gross profit margin, the market share. So you need to know your formulas, all of the relevant formulas from the specification. You need to ensure that you know them. But also, when actually answering the calculation question, you should write down the formula. You should also show your workings. So at the beginning, write down the formula and then answer the question in stages until you get to the correct answer. It might also help to underline your correct answer so it's clear to the examiner what your answer is. Also, if your answer requires a percentage sign, do not forget to put it down. If you need a refresher on formulas and calculations, do check out the calculations playlist where you'll find a number of videos that can be used as part of your revision. Let's take a look at construct or draw. I'd like to show you 2 examples of what a 4-mark construct or draw command word might require of you. You might be asked to construct a market map. If you were asked to do so, then it's very straightforward. Here's an example of a market map of the supermarket industry as perceived by Teacher T. When it comes to market maps, you need to ensure your labels are in context to the question and the information in the case study. For a 4-marker, you might also be asked to draw a demand and supply diagram. If you are asked to do so, then you do need to ensure that your demand and supply curves, as well as your axes, are fully labelled. Some students partially label their diagram, but do forget to label the rest of it and lose out on marks. If you do find demand and supply diagrams a little tricky, which many business students do, then do ensure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, as this video on how to draw demand and supply diagrams will be out soon. Now on to explain as a 4-marker. When examiners are marking your 4-mark explain answer, they're awarding marks based on the following. A mark for knowledge and understanding. So it's best practice to define the key term. So define the key term within the question, or you may show an understanding of the term within your answer. You're awarded 2 marks for application. So half of your marks are dedicated to application. Therefore, your answer needs to be focused on the case study. You need to answer the question with the case study in mind. Do not ignore it, or you will lose out on marks. I would recommend that you directly quote information from the case study. So you do that twice to gain the 2 marks for application. And then a mark for analysis. So that's when you focus on the consequences, a chain of analysis. You might want to use words such as because leads to therefore in order to help you build that chain of analysis. Explain questions tend to be worded as explain how, or explain one reason, or explain one way. It could be explain how an increase in interest rates could impact on a particular business, or explain one way a business could use a design mix. So there's different ways that it could be worded, but you still need to include the knowledge and understanding, application, and your analysis. Thank you for watching this video, and good luck with your studies.